Welcome back to another episode of Amanda's Kitchen. When the weather turns cooler, I love soup, salad, and breadsticks from Olive Garden. Well, I don't feel like going out and taking the family, so we're gonna have Olive Garden here. Olive Garden at home. If you've enjoyed my videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get to the kitchen. For this recipe, you will need Italian sausage, heavy whipping cream, onions, water, chicken broth, kale, potatoes, bacon, garlic, butter, and salt and pepper to taste. The first step is to brown the Italian sausage. One of my favorite things about making this Zuppa Toscana is that you can do it all in one pot. The pan is already heated up, so we're gonna put our ground sausage in. We are. All right, the sausage is already done, so we're going to set it aside and add in the bacon. Get that going. While the bacon's cooking, we're going to grate some garlic. Give the bacon a stir. Oh yeah, it's smelling good. All right, so the bacon is done. I've turned the heat down. I'm going to take the bacon out, but we're gonna leave all of the bacon flavor in the pot. And man, it's gonna make this soup taste extra delicious. All right, I know this looks a little messy, but this is where all the flavor is. To this, we're going to add butter and our onions and our garlic. Let's give that a stir. My gosh, it smells so good. So I'm using onion pearls because the grocery store did not have any regular onions or diced onions. So that's why it looks a little different, but it'll taste just as delicious. All right, now that these have been cooking for a little bit, the onions are translucent. They've been cooking. It smells amazing in here. We are going to add our chicken broth. I'm using canned. Feel free to use homemade if you'd like. And we're also going to add our water. And then to this, we will add our potatoes. I'm gonna do this by the handful so it doesn't splash on me. And we're just gonna cook these until the potatoes are fork tender. We're going to bring the soup to a boil and let it simmer for about 10 minutes until the potatoes are tender. In the meantime, we're gonna make our Olive Garden salad and breadsticks. Well, it's a shortcut for the breadsticks. These are big enough where if you don't like it or someone in your family doesn't like it, they can take it out. All right, so Olive Garden has their own dressing. You can buy it at the restaurant, but you can also get it at the grocery store. I got this at Costco. You can get a 2-pack at Costco. So it's super delicious. Give it a good shake. Let's pour it on. Then to that, we will add our pepperoncinis. These are already sliced. And sprinkle them around. So good. I love these things. We have our yummy croutons. And of course, Parmesan cheese. Voila. I'm gonna throw some garlic breadsticks in the oven because you can't have Olive Garden at home without the yummy, salty breadsticks. That's a good boil. All right, we're gonna give the potatoes a stir. So I obviously and clearly made my potato slices very large. So I'm gonna come back through as they're getting tender and break them apart a little bit. So my suggestion would be to cut them smaller. I wanted them thin, sliced thinly, but you also want them to be bite-sized pieces. So the potatoes are done, so we're gonna go ahead and add our sausage back in. We'll also add in our heavy whipping cream. That's gonna make it creamy and thicken up. Give it a stir. Yes, that's exactly what we're looking for. We will also go ahead and add in the kale and we'll get it tender. So kale, you don't really taste the flavor of it, I don't think, when you put it in the soup. But it might look like a lot, but when it gets in, it wilts down a little bit. Kale is very good for you too. So I like to be in really small pieces. Let's give that a stir and see what it looks like. Look how fresh and bright green that is. Yep, this looks just like Olive Garden soup. We'll also go ahead and salt and pepper to taste. That looks so good. The recipe does not call for this, but I think this would taste really good in the soup because it gives it a little bit of kick. So we're just gonna sprinkle a little bit of Creole seasoning in there and spice it up. All right, the soup is done. Let's plate it up. Look at all the potatoes, sausage, that yummy, vibrant green kale, and the delicious broth. All right, to the soup, let's go ahead and top it off with some bacon bits and some Parmesan cheese. And we'll also go ahead and get the salad going. Close that up. Yes, and I don't know about you, but I always go in for the extra croutons. Perfect, and we cannot forget the breadsticks. Yum. If you've enjoyed this video so far, don't forget to like and subscribe. Y'all, this looks and smells so good. I cannot wait to give it a try. All right, I, as usual, have the perfect bite. I've got potatoes, bacon, onion, kale, sausage, all the yummy, creamy goodness. So here we go. It's so good. I love, this is gonna sound silly, but it's perfect for a cold winter night. It has the perfect amount of salt, and I'm glad I added that Creole seasoning in there because it has just a touch of kick to it, like a little bite to it. Man, I'm loving it. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you're inspired to make this delicious home-cooked Olive Garden meal too. See you guys next time. Welcome back to another episode of Amanda's Kitchen. Yup. Welcome back to another episode of Amanda's Kitchen. On tonight's like tonight, when the weather gets cooler, I love to make soup, and my favorite soup to make is Olive Garden. So tonight we're gonna have Olive Garden soup. Oh, it's doing so good. Onions, heavy whipping cream, water. What is wrong with me? We'll put the sausage on a lined plate with paper towel. Grease. What am I doing? This bacon smells so good. I'm gonna throw some garlic.